Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And people still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will come out first. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup.
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick.
And, man, this isn't the start we talked about, like wanting to start fast. How about this? The defense comes on the field, first possession, gives up points. Palmer, now the offense, it makes a donation to the defense. They're going to find a way to build some momentum here.
Yeah, David, it feels like the quarterback is pressing a little bit, too. He watched the opponent go down the field and score, and he's thinking, I'm going to get it all back right away and get us the momentum back. Makes a bad decision. Now you got the interception, and you've now doubled down on your opponent's momentum. Their own defense here has got to make a stop.
Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll move the tight end. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Looking to throw, it's Terrell. Got a man, it's Bowie. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, FIU. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, I love taking the deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Forced out of the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end now in motion. Going to the ground. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Back to throw. It's Terrell. A little release to the back. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Bowie. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep...
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws...
Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, FIU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Right on the money. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And that's gonna fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The kick is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Terrell. He's got the tight end. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. Toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Okay, ready?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Gorilla.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Terrell. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida International! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Carolina, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Here's a heat. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's McNabb. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Got enough for the first. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band... start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
56, South Carolina, 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's Green. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's caught. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Back to throw, it's Terrell. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And now on second down for this offense. He might want another play. They'll run the toss. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Panthers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Gets it out fast. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative...
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Panthers!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves. That last drive.
63, South Carolina, 0.
And he'll just take it. Drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to be...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's McNabb. Pocket breaking down. And they'll knock him down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Time to take a shot. Complete to the left. Here he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, FIU. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's McNabb. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's McNabb. Bringing the heat.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Shakes off the defender. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. The running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense,